Good day everybody, welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining me again today. So it's been a while since I did a video around my neighborhood and I thought I'd take you guys around for a walk because I was thinking about Justin today, and I remember thinking I used to walk with him on this street, the very street that I'm walking on right now, and it's a beautiful day as well. Plus I needed a break from editing. So how are you guys all doing? Thank you so much for joining me today. Look at the sky, it's so blue, it's so nice. You know, last week it was raining the entire week, and so it's so nice to have nice weather like this, you know? No rain, and it's not hot because it's right before the rainy season, and it's just feels so good. So anyway, yeah, this is a street, the very street that I used to take my doggy for a walk. I think many of you guys remember. I sometimes just take him over there. We're gonna go this way though. I'm gonna take you the exact street, the exact route that I used to walk with Justin. Yeah, I used to take him for walks, you know, sometimes in other areas, but it seems like he really preferred familiarity, and so we always come back to the same route. If I tried taking him on a new route, he'd kind of like tug on the leash, and he wouldn't want to go that way. What's interesting though, I'll point out some things that's different since he passed. So these railings never used to be here, so they put this up here, and this fence wasn't here either. I'm trying to remember what was here before. Now it's a parking lot, but I don't think it used to be a parking lot. I think it was something else. That's strange. And here's a little trivia for you guys. Trivial fact. If you go down this street, there's a house at the end. We actually took a look at that house. It's a house, not an apartment. And we took a look at that before we moved into the place where we live right now. We decided not to go with this one because it had a view of like the roof of a tiny factory or something. So I really didn't like the view from there. And the other thing that wasn't here was the 7-Eleven. This used to be a parking lot. Yeah, so interesting. Not interesting, it's just, I'm just reminiscing, I guess. It's not interesting. Yeah, so all this fence wasn't here before. It wasn't landscaped like this. Ah, beautiful day. Good thing about this 7-Eleven is that it's right behind where we live. And it's open 24 hours, of course. So that's good. Okay, we're gonna turn this way. I'm gonna show you where Justin used to poo. He would poo at the same area all the time. Never fails. I don't know about you guys with dogs, but are your dogs the same? He used to poo right here, just right here. Always here in this little corner here, no matter what. That was really amusing for me. Justin was my first ever dog, and so I learned a lot about dogs. I never really understood why he would want to poo in the same area all the time, but that was interesting. It was cute. Everything else is the same. Everything else hasn't changed. Same homes and same apartment buildings like this. Sometimes if he had to poo twice, he would poo here. That's the other place he'd poo. That's someone walking their dogs. Okay, so I'd never go down this street because Justin didn't want to go down there. He'd want to turn here. He would want to walk around here. He'd like walk very close to the wall on the left side. He never want to go on this side. Odd, isn't it? Yeah, so this was his side. Always be on the left. Even if I sometimes come from the other way, it will always be this side. So it's never to his left, it's always this side. He went through a phase where he'd pool here. Like this is the place where he'd pool right there. Yeah. And now this is a parking lot. This never used to be a parking space right here. It wasn't paid parking like this. And then we'd walk down this way. This is when we had the short walks. I just go down this street and then turn right and then we go home. However, I'll show you where I used to walk him when I thought maybe he'd want to walk a little longer. Plus, when he was younger, he used to have more energy. As he got older, he would be satisfied with just this walk around this block a couple of times a day. I also do want to show you the azaleas in bloom. Not these, but when we get to the main street, you'll see azaleas. Also, some azaleas should be blooming in this little park here. Yes. I'm so glad I made it before the azaleas all died. Satoshi and I were traveling for a couple of weeks in the Kansai area. In Japanese, azaleas are called tsutsuji. Can you say that? It's a pretty difficult word to say if you're not Japanese. Tsutsuji. It's Tsutsuji. 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 What a pleasant walk. Can I show you this? There's a swimming pool here. I think this is a public swimming pool, but I haven't seen it open like for a couple of years before the pandemic started. So I'm not sure if they're ever going to open this up or not. We have a small little park here. This park is right behind our apartment building. In fact, you can see this park from our balcony, the back balcony. And these trees here are sakura trees. So they're beautiful during the sakura season. Right now it is azalea season, so here's some white azaleas. Do you remember what it's called in Japanese? Tsutsuji. Ah, these are the nice smelling ones. I think these are called something jasmine. We also have this on our balcony. It smells wonderful. So this is the little park. Oh, I can smell the flowers. Okay, let's turn back here. I hope you are enjoying this very quiet walk. Not like super quiet. There's children behind me, but you know, they're happy children. All right, we're gonna walk towards the main street. So yeah, if I was walking Justin, he'd still be on my left side. And he'd sniff all the little corners. He'd sniff here. That's the main street, by the way. That main street is called Shin-Ome-Kaido. That's the name of the street. And here's more of that something jasmine. Oh, it smells amazing. Ah, it smells so good. And we kind of stay on this side because once again, for some reason, Justin didn't like going to the right. And right here, this is a beautiful sakura tree here. It blooms every year without fail. Okay, let's walk towards the main street over there. I just realized something. I haven't really walked around this area for the longest time, ever since Justin passed. I think I do go to the 7-Eleven a lot, but I don't really walk down this street anymore. I guess because I don't really have any reason to. So this is Shin-Ome-Kaido. So usually I turn left here and then we head on home. That's what we do. However, there are some days when I decide to take him for a longer walk, and in that case we turn this way. I also kind of wanted to show you the azaleas. They grow every year like this on the street. So they're all kind of done. They're kind of falling, the flowers are falling off the tree, the bushes already. This is what a post box looks like. If you have mail, you have these around the city. That was a public phone that, I don't know who uses public phones anymore. I wonder if anyone uses them. And then we have a Denny's nearby, right there. Also a place that we don't really frequent that often. But it's nice to have one, I guess. Ah, this is something new. This is a gyoza shop. It's an unmanned store. And it's open 24 hours. There's no one here. 24 hours. Want to check it out? Let's see. Ah, here. This is what the store looks like. See, so you got your gyoza in cases here. And it's... Alright, that kind of sucks. My camera froze on me at 8 minutes, at the 8 or 11 minute mark. And I realized that I was no longer filming. That sucks. That sucks. I swear, ever since I got my new GoPro, I mean, there are some good things about it, but the bad thing is that it's so unstable. Anyway, let's see. I don't really know where I ended, so we're just gonna continue our walk from here if you don't mind. So sorry about that. I have no idea how far we walked. I actually walked quite far, but I wasn't filming. What are you gonna do, right? I decided I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Aren't these houses cute? I like that pop of yellow over there. And I think I was talking about azaleas. I was showing you azaleas all around the neighborhood. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. I like it when I see like 3 different colors of azaleas in one area. I think it's really nice. So this is a typical Japanese neighborhood. Most Japanese people live in neighborhoods like this one in Tokyo. In rural areas, houses wouldn't be so placed so close together like this. But here in the city, space is at a prime. Azaleas again. If my camera freezes, please let me know, will you? Someone, let me know when my camera freezes so I'm not talking to myself. Yeah. So yeah, this is like a typical placement of homes here in Tokyo. If in rural areas, houses are typically bigger. Of course, they're way cheaper than if you'd buy a house here in the city. And you just have more space. You'd have like a yard and stuff. But I think it's the same everywhere, huh? What a beautiful day. It's a perfect day. Like I said, it was raining for an entire week. And it just felt like rainy season. And I think it's too early for rainy season. I was also talking about going to Hawaii. I think that part wasn't recorded, so I'll talk about it right here. Oh, so by the way, every time you see a pop of color like that, azaleas. So yeah, I have decided to go to Hawaii. I already bought our tickets. So Satoshi and I, we're both going to Hawaii, and we got tickets. We're going to be in Hawaii from mid-May to the end of May. So if you guys see us walking around filming or eating or shopping or doing something, please feel free to say hello. Unless my hair is super messy and I look horrid, then feel free to ignore me, please. But you know, It's funny because those are the times when people seem to recognize us on the street. When I'm feeling really ugly, or I'm wearing the wrong clothes, or I'm having a really bad hair day. But anyway, no, please come and say hello. It'll be fun. It will be fun to. It will be nice to meet you guys in person. We're friendly. We're not scary. So here are some more homes here. You see? So most homes here, it's hard to find like single story homes. Like all these homes are 3 stories. So they're narrow and they go up 3 stories, which is very typical of Tokyo homes. I'm gonna go this way. There's a nice little street I like to walk along. These are apartment buildings here. These are more homes here, you see? They are 3 stories high. That's a balcony up there. They can sit, soak up the sun. They can also hang laundry to dry. You know, when I lived in Hawaii, I remember we used to dry our clothes in the dryer. But here in Japan, you don't really do that unless you're staying at a hotel. They have dryers there. Usually people would hang their clothes on their balcony. Of course, I mean not on the railings or anything like that, but they hang their clothes out to dry in the sun. They prefer to do that. That way it actually makes your clothes last longer, and the sun naturally disinfects your clothes. Yeah, so when I first moved here, I found that interesting. You know, I didn't understand why you couldn't just pop your clothes in the dryer. It's so much easier. But I understand now. Now I actually prefer to hang my clothes out to dry. So, what do I want to do in Hawaii? Well, there's so many things I want to do in Hawaii. Right now, Satoshi and I were editing like insane people. We've never edited and filmed this much in such a short amount of time, and it's still ongoing until the last minute we leave to Hawaii. But that's okay. And what's keeping me from falling over and fainting is the fact that I'm doing it to see my mother. Yeah, so I kind of keep that in the back of my brain, and I tell myself I'm doing this for my mom, so I'll work really hard for her. That way I won't have to do much editing when I'm in Hawaii. I can just focus on filming some videos and spending time with my family instead of filming and editing and filming and editing. Yeah, because we are so backed up right now. Can you believe it? We have only a little over a week here. Oh, here I am. I wasn't sure where I was. We only have a little over a week here in Japan, and we are editing 1 video per day, if you can imagine. 1 video per day. And you know how our videos are, right? They're quite a production. A lot of them, especially these days, they've been a production. So they take the entire day, and they take focus. You have to be really focused. So we're doing that, and on some days we are filming as well. Okay, this is my favorite street to walk down along. I like this. This is actually a park. It's not a street. There's like a little park in the middle of this residential area. So you have benches here to sit on. You have joggers that jog down this street here. Yeah, so let's walk down this street, shall we? This park. I like these houses here. I don't know why, I find them cute. So yeah, some days we have to film, and if you've been watching our channels, you know that we have sponsored videos practically every month, and a lot of times 3-4 sponsored videos a month, so we have to do those as well. We have to film those and include them in our videos as well. So yeah, lots to do, but you know, gotta pay the bills, right? And we're just grateful that we have a job that we love. So no problem there. Yeah, that's the truth though. It is, you know, being exhausted from work is a given. You're gonna be exhausted, but that comes with the job. I think with every full-time YouTuber's career, that's something that cannot be avoided. So not going to complain about that. Oh, here's another little trivia thing. So this is a place that Satoshi and I, before we moved to the place now, we looked at before. We looked at this particular property, and this place has an onsen, but we decided against here because it was kind of far from any train station. Like, it's about a good 20-minute quick walk to any train station. So say if it's raining, it's not too nice. Okay, we're gonna turn back. We'll walk along this street and we'll look at the houses. A little bit. Some of the houses remind me of San Francisco. I remember walking along the streets of San Francisco and thinking the houses are so charming. Look at this greenhouse. This one has Lawrence's name all over it, doesn't it? I can imagine Lawrence squealing right now, like, that's my house. Anyway, yeah, in Hawaii, what do I want to do? Well, I think for the first couple of days, Satoshi and I, we made a point to just relax. I'm gonna relax and do stuff that we want to do for the first 2 days, and then after that, we'll spend a couple of days with my family, just doing catch up. Just want to catch up with my family and, yeah, chat with them, and, you know, just taking the moment. And after that, we do have to start filming, but at least no editing, so that's good. You know, filming is no problem because I can always film with my family. You know, I can include them in the videos, so that's a good thing. So that's our plan. And what, you know, here are some things I really want to eat. I know my life revolves around food, doesn't it? It doesn't really, but food is a big part of my life, which is probably why I make these videos. But first thing I want to eat is a manapua. Manapua is a Hawaiian version of a chashu bao. So good. And it, you know, it tastes different from a chashu bao or a nikuman in Japan. So I want that. That's the first thing I want. And then, let's see, what else do I want? Okay, that's the first thing I want to eat. And then, I know this is weird, I want to go to Panda Express. You know, we have Panda Express here in Japan now. It's not the same. It's not the same. The orange chicken here is... So, I want to have the Panda Express food from Makai Market in Alamon Shopping Center. I know that's, to some people it's like, why? But no, you know, it's something that I grew up with, so I want to see. I want to see if the taste is the same. And then I want to go to an okazuya. I haven't missed an okazuya in a while. I would love to film an okazuya. Let's see, what else? I want to eat saimin. I want to eat a plate lunch, actually. More than just one plate lunch, maybe 3. Because plate lunches are just, for me, it's delicious reasonably priced. It just screams Hawaii. I'd also like to eat poke from Foodland and maybe discover a new poke place. Let's see. I'd like to visit my friend Chai, who owns a couple of restaurants in Hawaii. What else do I want to eat? Oh yeah, cake noodle. That's right, cake noodle. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's noodles that are hand fried until they're crispy on the outside, and they're cut into blocks to make them look like little square cakes. And they pour gravy over it with beef and broccoli. My favorite is a cake noodle with beef broccoli and crispy gaoji. That's my favorite. I used to like minute chicken. I haven't had that in a while, so I forgot what it tasted like. Oh my goodness. I can talk forever about food, so I'll stop talking about food right now. Alright, so we're back to the 7-Eleven in my neighborhood. And we're just walking back. Actually, let's cross the street. So we have just crossed the red light, which is possible when Satoshi's not around. Not Satoshi. So we walk this way, right? So Justin would want to walk on that side coming this way, but on the way back he wants to cross the street and he has to sniff this whole area here. Isn't that adorable? Yeah, but and the other thing that I want to do is I just want to take in Honolulu. Yeah, I am, you know, I like the city of Honolulu. I do. You guys know I'm a city boy and I enjoy the whole vibe of Waikiki, Ala Moana, Kaka'ako, even downtown Honolulu. They all have a different vibe. I like the fact that just in a small area you can experience all these different things, different atmospheres. Waikiki is very touristy, but it's fun to walk. It's fun to browse Waikiki for me. I like to see all the new changes that has taken place. And same with Ala Moana Shopping Center. I love people watching. I've always enjoyed that. And I like to see how people live their lives. And I feel like I can do that when I'm in a city. Downtown Honolulu, I like to walk around, especially during the weekdays when there are business people around. I enjoy seeing what they eat for lunch, what they buy for lunch, all the food stands outside, catering to the business people. That's a lot of fun for me. Alright, so we are nearing the end of this walk. Originally, I was planning to make this a longer walk, but because my GoPro froze on me and I was walking and talking for about 30 minutes while my GoPro was frozen, this has become shorter than I originally planned. But I hope that's okay, and I hope you guys still enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for coming along this walk with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Continue to stay safe. See you next time. Bye bye.